Cool. Come on in. Go ahead and take a seat. Hi, I'm Melissa.
Hi, I'm Brianna.
Nice to meet you, Brianna. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
So just letting you know, today we're going to spend some time talking about you and touching base about some things that have been going on with you recently. But before we get started, I want to review some parts of the informed consent that you signed. So first and foremost, I want to remind you that this is a confidential therapy session. So anything that you say here is strictly between the two of us. However, there are a few exceptions to this guideline. If there's any suspicion or confirmation of abuse in any form, I do have to report that to the proper authorities, and I am required by law to do that, as well as if I believe that you're putting yourself or others in danger. I also have to report that as well, and that's mainly to maintain your safety as well as the safety of others. Okay? Do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay, great. Let's go ahead and get started. So why don't we just start off by you telling me a bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm 21 and I recently just graduated from college, and I've been applying to different grad schools, specifically USC and Harvard, because those are my dream schools. And then last week I was notified by both schools that I did not get in.
Okay. And what were some of your initial thoughts upon receiving the notification?
I was really frustrated, and I felt like I failed. I'm a failure, and I was confused.
Okay. And it's so, upon receiving the receipt that you didn't get into the grad schools, it seems like you said you're frustrated as well as feeling like you're a failure. Why or how, in what ways do you feel like you failed?
I feel like I've just failed my family because, they were expecting me to get in and do well in school, and now that I didn't get into grad school, it's just like I failed them because I couldn't even make it into grad school.
So it seems like your family is really important to you and in this decision to move forward with your education. Is that right?
Yes.
So what were some of your initial emotions?
I was very sad. Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me some examples?
When I first found out, I cried a lot, and I didn't want to talk to anyone. I was very quiet, just not myself.
So it seems like it affected you personality-wise, as well as just your overall emotions of feeling upset. How did you cope with that?
I didn't really cope with it. It's been affecting me a lot. Like, I think about it at night all the time. I haven't really been able to sleep, which doesn't help because then at work, I'm just quiet. When people talk to me, I have like a blank face, and my responses aren't very great and happy.
Okay. So what you're saying is that because you feel upset, you're not able to sleep as well, and it's also affecting your abilities at work. Is that correct? So what are some of the thoughts that you have while you're sleeping or before you go to sleep?
Well, I just think about what I'm going to do next and how I'm going to get over this.
And what do you mean by what to do next?
Like, I'm not sure. I'm kind of thinking about reapplying next year, but I'm just not sure if I should just move on and like try something else out, or if I should just wait and see if I will get in next year.
What do you mean by trying new things? Like what?
Well, I have a bachelor's in kinesiology, and there's a lot of different jobs with that. So I was thinking I could probably try one of those out.
So it seems like while you're thinking about these things that you've considered a lot of different options, including reapplying or even using your bachelor's to try a new field. Um, what are some things that you feel you can do with your application?
I think maybe I can make it better.
What do you mean by make it better?
Like, I can try doing more extracurricular activities to help separate me from other applicants.
Yeah, what do you think would be some good extracurriculars?
Well, since I'm applying to become a pediatric surgeon, so since that's in the medical field, I was thinking maybe I could, like volunteer at a hospital or like do some shadowing or like an internship or something.
Those all sound like really great ideas. It seems like you have a little bit of hope in terms of these different opportunities that you can do. And have you talked to anyone else about it?
As of right now, just my friends, just my close friends.
Okay. How did they react to it?
They were very supportive, just trying to make me feel better about myself. It's kind of like encouraging me, telling me that, if I do apply, that I should get it next time, and that it's okay if I don't. There's other options.
Okay. So it seems like your friends have been really supportive for you in this process. You've also mentioned your family. Have you talked to your family yet?
No, I'm planning on telling them. I just don't really know how I'm going to tell them.
You seem a bit hesitant about that. Why do you feel hesitant?
Because, I feel like a failure. I don't want them to, know that I've failed at something. I don't want them to be disappointed in me because they were really thinking I was going to get in. And now that I'm not in, I don't know how they're going to take it.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you've sought support in your friends, and they've been a really good support system for you. But it sounds like you're a bit hesitant to tell your family because you feel like you've disappointed them. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel like you might approach them?
I'm not that sure. I don't know if I should tell some of my cousins first, kind of see how I should tell my parents, because really my parents are the ones that I am scared to tell.
Okay. Understand that. So you have some family or some cousins that you're closer to.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you feel about telling them?
Well, I think since they're around my age, I think they'll be more understanding. And I think that they'll give me some good advice
So,
as to how to tell my parents.
okay. Sounds like that's a good start for you. And then in terms of work, you also mentioned that you're not quite yourself. What do you mean?
At my work, I have to talk to a lot of people, and because I talk to customers and stuff. So when a customer is talking to me or asking me something, I'm not very friendly. I come off as rude sometimes. And, I'm not trying to be rude, but just emotionally I can't be present.
So it sounds like it's really, on your mind pretty frequently, and it's affecting your ability to interact with customers and even your coworkers. How do you think you should move forward at work?
I guess I could try just focusing more on my work instead of my situation of not getting in. But I think once I figure out kind of what I'm going to do, then I'll start doing better at work.
So, in summary, then, it sounds you said you applied to grad schools and you applied to USC and to Harvard, but you've recently received seed that you did not get into those schools, and as a result, it seems to be affecting your work as well as your sleep schedule. But you have sought support in your friends, and you are a bit hesitant to tell your family, but you have considered different options in terms of how to move forward, starting with the possibility of reapplying or even engaging in different extracurricular activities, and then possibly talking to your cousins before you talk to your family. Do you have anything you want to add in or say?
Not really,
Okay. So for next week, I'm thinking some homework for you to have is to maybe consider or to write down 2 extracurriculars that you might start volunteering or participating in, as well as even touching base with at least one of your cousins so we can prepare you to speak with your family about it. How's that sound?
no. That sounds good.
Okay, great. Well, it was nice meeting you,
Thank
Brianna.
you.
I will see you next week.
See you next week.
Keep up.